Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Oh, let me put this over here. I want to thank you for being here, for joining in with me today. Please remember that these are general collective readings, so only take what resonates and leave the rest with love. So I just pulled this little card here, and it says they read one chapter and thought they knew you. On the back of the card, it says delusional. I don't know if you can see that. It's written in pen. So there was something that they didn't look deep enough, that they misjudged about you. And I thought, let us see what they misjudged, right? Make sure I keep all these. Yeah, you did. So we are going to ask Spirit, what was the one chapter that they read? What was the chapter that they read that caused them to think they knew you? There's that one chapter. Okay. Queen of Wands. They were looking at the surface, I feel, definitely, obviously, because this is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands can be very attractive. So there was something that drew them into you, right? Could have been your charm, could have been your passion, your creativity, your intuition. Let's see. I just want to get a clarification of this Queen of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so there was some kind of weakness here that they thought they found in this Queen of Wands. This is lack. So they may have felt that you had a lack in the ability to create, right? To manifest. This is really the laws of attraction coming in. It may have been during a time when you were lacking in some sort of resource, whether it be finances, a home, a job, a time that really called you to follow your intuition, to find that strength within you. And I feel like that is the part they did not see. I feel that what they were looking at is this image here, right? May have been a time when you were in transition, seeking help, really looking for stability and security. Let's see. What was the one thing they missed? What was the one thing they missed, right? What did they not see that they did not expect? Ooh. Okay, so this one flew here. We'll take this one because it flipped over. This is your Ace of Swords. Well, that's truth. That is, it can be honor, it can be respect, it can be truth. They did not see your breakthrough coming, right? Probably because you were in this place where you may have been alone, right? You may have been quiet about some of this. And they most definitely did not see your mind, your crown chakra here. Yeah. The other card that flew out was the Eight of Pentacles. This is your mastery. This is all of the hard work and the effort that you have put into whatever this purpose is, whatever this truth is. You hold this sword high and it's crowned, right? And you've put a lot of work into this. This is doing something over and over again. It is following the cycles, the flow of mastery, mastering the mind, mastering the thoughts, the words, the ideas, the truth, the honor. And definitely a breakthrough. This Queen of Wands has worked very, very hard for what she's had. It took a lot of work to come out of this place of being left out in the cold, of possibly not, those are mountains. Mountains can represent challenges, and they're covered in snow and ice. So it could have been, a long, cold journey, right? But you maintained a sort of truth and integrity and honor in all of that work. You've really gone through the cycles and stages of that. This could even be mastery of that fire element, mastery of being able to attract the abundance. Let's see how this is working for you. Let's see how this is working for you. Six of Pentacles. And I'm going to clarifier this Eight of Pentacles, because that's really breaking through and bringing balance. This is a generous giver also. Let's see. One more for... Oh, okay. So this is expansion. This is expanding financially. It's planning. Let's see. Sorry, I was just looking at the bottom of the deck. We have the Two of Cups, and in the middle we have Temperance. So this is really transforming that Six of Pentacles. It really is bringing in expansion in those connections and those divine connections. It's like, I feel like it's expanding your territory somehow, is what I heard. Expanding your territory. It's alchemizing what you have had to work so hard for. To get to this Two of Wands. You've had some sort of breakthrough and inspiration, maybe an inspiring idea. And that idea is going to expand this work. This is taking something, two different, it's fire and water, right? So it's like taking two different things and blending them together and bringing in that expansion in a fair way, right? This is kind of like a card of equal reciprocity. And this is a strong commitment. It's drawing in the divine and the masculine emotions, right? Of the heart, of that seed, the intuition. It's interesting because they read one chapter and thought they knew you, and now they're finding out the truth about the mastery that has taken place and the hard work that has been done. And it's like there's some sort of generosity here that is coming through that expands. It expands and transforms this commitment, this relationship. Somebody saw the truth. They may have realized that there was more than meets the eye, this person here. Let's see what we have here. Where did they go? I just want to see what some of the emotions are behind them finding out about this mastery. It's like they've seen something deeper. This was a period of isolation. Okay. And breakthrough. Yep, we know that. And then, oh, we have some sadness here. It's like regret. It's like regret. And I have resonance and fear at the bottom. It's like they're regretting not seeing earlier, and now they're worried, right? Do I even do I even have what it takes? It's like in the beginning thinking you're not good enough, right? That you're lacking everything that would be the Queen of Wands. And then realizing that there is a lot more than meets the eye. This clarity is coming through. They see they see your breakthrough. I feel like you've had a breakthrough, and now it's like this truth is coming in and clearing up whatever this misconception was. And now they're really regretting and feeling sad that they misjudged you. And they're wondering if this connection, like, do they even have and hold the resonance for this connection. And even if they did, they see the transformation that has made it. It's almost intimidating. See what this fear is. Fear is a response to the unknown, reminding you to address the doubt deep within. By facing fear, you will discover your courage and potential overcoming fear and embracing greater challenges. They see that you have overcome those challenges. That's these mountains here. That's these mountains. And I feel like they want to come in it's like they can't believe what you've overcome. They really can't believe it. Huh. Indeed. Let's find out what Spirit says is the end here. Or not the end, but what can we messages? Oh, let me shuffle these first, actually. What messages about this relationship? Because this is also someone who does things their own way, I feel. You know, it is that black. Well, there we go. Let's read that one. It is that black sheep of the family. This fell on the sadness here. And it was in reverse. It says, beware of the wolves in sheep's cloth. Many see you attracting your dreams and are lurking. Oh, you know, some of these are written in such a way you really can't read them. Are lurking and plotting to discover a way to sabotage your destiny. Work hard in silence and continue to nurture your desires with the energy of love. Eliminate all of the naysayers and combative spirits that want to distract you, whether it's family, friends, or lovers. None are exempt. Create a healthy barrier around yourself and your vision. And this came in reverse on the sadness. That tells me right there that you have overcome that you were most likely moving in silence. You have really carried a lot on your own and worked on your own toward this breakthrough. And you have secured whatever creation it is that you're coming out with. It's like unbreakable. And the sadness, it's like they saw how an event or something came along that they felt could have destroyed your destiny, right? Whether they were part of it or they witnessed it, right? They may have really witnessed you in your hard times. They may have seen or heard, right? Rumors. And it's like now they're seeing what it took, the path that you had to walk to find this balance. And I feel like it is very surprising and intimidating. Let's see what else Spirit has to say here real quick about this person. I need to pick up my shadow cards. Hold on just a minute. Where did they go? Oh, there they are. Wanting me to look at the shadow. What shadow is this person overcoming? Because I feel like they're wanting me to look at that shadow. It might help identify who this is around you. Remember, take only what resonates. It's a fallen hero. Huh. Somebody could not save the day. Shame from not living up to your perceived destiny. This wound carries the ache of once being seen as the one who would rise, only to fall short of the story you or others believed. It can leave you feeling ashamed, stuck in regret, or afraid to try again, as if your worth was tied to an outcome that never came. Wow. This person really may have in the beginning felt like it was destined. You may know this person very well because I feel like you once saw them, right? You once saw them as someone to look up to, possibly. It may have been someone who left you out in the cold that is now seeing you for who you truly are. And it's left them feeling ashamed and stuck in regret for their actions. So this may have been someone who mistreated you or really doubted your worth. Yeah, the ache of once being seen as the one who would rise to the occasion is what I feel. And it's like they did not do that. Possibly they could have been in a position to help you and they chose not to, right? Because they just didn't think you had it within them for or within you for whatever reason. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Threadbare mask. And the middle would be the narcissistic abuse. Yeah. There may have been some gaslighting involved over here. Someone pretending for so long that it wore thin. This wound arises when you've spent years performing a version of yourself just to be accepted, loved, or safe. Over time, the mask begins to fray, no longer able to hide what aches beneath. It can leave you exhausted, afraid of being seen, yet longing to finally be real. And I feel like that's that breakthrough. I really do. They may have placed your value in success. Like this gives the earth angel energy again. Somehow it's like how they judged you based on what did you have, right? How did you dress? How did you talk? How, what kind of car did you have? What kind of house did you have? And then something changed, right? And you may have lost that one thing that they initially valued. It's like they were going after the glitter, right? The surface, and losing that place they just did not have the courage to step up. Like I feel like this is someone who really is afraid of what they don't know, or were afraid of what they didn't know, like they couldn't go deep, right? Very shallow energy. The narcissistic abuse will show up as cycles of manipulation, control, and devaluation, leading to self-doubt, confusion, and diminished self-worth. It often stems from abusers' deep insecurity and need for power, creating a dynamic that blocks genuine love, trust, and mutual respect. Huh. They may have even thought they could really manipulate you in this weakness, just bring you down even more, pretending at some point, right? And it was really their own insecurities as what it was. It's like money, control, power type of energy. Looking at someone, preying on the weak. Also, that's another perception, and they're really regretting it if they did prey on you, thinking that you were weak, coming in and manipulating things through a mask. There was still something. Why do that if you don't think this is someone who they only deal with people they think they can gain something from: money, power, control. So at some point, it's like you had one of those three things, even in your weakest times, because they came at you when you were weak for it. That's crazy. That's really crazy. And now they're in regret about it. They're in deep sorrow, and they actually may be fearing this transformation. Huh. It's like you're resonating with a higher consciousness, a higher awareness of what true relationships and partnerships are. So let's see this breakthrough, right? Let's see what spirit has to bring to you about this breakthrough. Hmm. Huh. This is finding more options. It's like this breakthrough is leading you to more options. You may have felt limited in choices or in options, right? And resources. You may have felt like you were limited in what you could do, what you could say, where you could go, you know, but Spirit's saying that you will be finding more options. And I feel like this person now sees you having all of these options, right? It's like this breakthrough opened doors for you. And I feel like they feel now like they're lacking options. Divert your attention. Let's see what we get some clarity on that. Divert your attention. Clarity. So having a lot of options, because that could be somebody throwing distractions at you also. trying to divert your attention from the truth about who they are, because now they're intimidated. And yeah, this is beyond your control. Huh. Yeah. Divert your attention from this breakthrough. They may even be trying to divert their own attention. They're trying to, they may be trying, it's like you're in their face. It's like they can't get away from you. Like everywhere they look, there you are. And it's like you're now turning your attention away from this. They may have thrown illusions at you, definitely with the threadbare mask, the narcissistic abuse, may have thrown a bunch of illusions at you, just thrown a bunch of things in a jar and said, here you go, here's your bouquet. It doesn't work that way. And then we have you here. This is beyond your control. This is also reaping what you sow, for the path that you walk, for the plans that you've made, right? And this is bringing in sadness. It's almost like this breakthrough is working for you and expanding you beyond this point. And at the same time, they're reaping what they sowed. They may have been the wolf in sheep's clothing, for real. They may have. And it's beyond your control. You will receive your right reward. You will receive generously. Bringing this idea, whatever this truth is, forward has really set you free. Let's see. Yeah, and you have a lot of reasons to be optimistic. Yeah. Yeah. And in the middle of the deck, it says, don't be deceived by appearances. Please look beyond. It sounds to me like you were both learning not to judge a book by its cover, right? Like you may have even accepted this person to a degree because you only saw what was on the surface. And then you also learned about this mask, this narcissistic behavior, the manipulation. Yeah. And it's like sleight of hand, right? It's like some point you realized who this was and chose not to focus on it anymore. And that may have been what actually led to this breakthrough. And why is Spirit bringing this forward today? Why are we seeing this today? Spirit. Let's see what they throw out here. I'm not taking that pile there. I feel like that's good. Let's see what they pulled. Okay. Yeah. That's good. Okay. These usually tell a bit of a story. So let's see what they tell. Okay. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. I just put them in order. Okay. Wow. Interesting. This is to teach you how to let go because you're holding on too tightly, or you were, right? You may have been holding on very tightly to this illusion, to the person behind the mask. And this is because you need to focus on yourself because you were overthinking it. That's diverting your attention away from it. I feel like you realized that overthinking this was holding you back. And when you finally just let it go, that breakthrough came. And it's to prepare you for what's ahead, to prepare you for a miracle, to teach you how to receive because it's time to rest. So there are definitely good things coming here for you. It may have felt a little, confusing at times. This is someone, like I said in the beginning, they've done a lot of work. They've worked very hard. They've had to be committed. They've had to be dedicated to what they do. The Eight of Pentacles is someone who worked long hours, and it was for something that they believed in. And they became very good at it. Very good at it. Definitely someone who underestimated your ability is sitting back and regret now. But, it's like I say, that's how we trigger one another. It's like the two of you were each other's trigger, right? For this breakthrough. And you did break through, you did let go, you did see the wolf in sheep's clothing. And now it is time to reap the rewards for the path that you walked, for the choices that you made during a period of sadness. This may have been very difficult, even emotionally. There's not a whole lot of water here. We have a lot of pentacles. This was an earthly experience. It was something that you could see, taste, touch, and feel. But it ran deep. I feel it did. It ran deep. It was a deep connection. This can be a soul connection. And this has really taken whatever fears you faced and transformed them into deeper connections, guided by spirit. This is soul connections. So I feel like spirit saying, good job. Looks like you have some rewards here coming in. Remember, this is that generosity. This is teaching you how to receive so you can rest. You've been working, you've been going at it and going at it and going at it. It is time for you to receive. It is time for you to kick your feet up, to take a break, to relax, to rest, to enjoy the harvest, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I feel. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you very much again for being here. I now return your energy to you, pure and whole, as I receive my energy back, pure and whole, so that only love remains. Peace.